This is a story about family, about finding family in the most unexpected places, and it continues to write itself every single day as we open our hearts to those willing to hold our hand when we need it most. I was raised by a single mother who did everything in her power to guide me on my path to purpose. Our circumstances were not always ideal, but it never stopped us from sharing what we had with others. She's the entire reason I spend every single day of my life living out my promise to live a life of purpose while living with a giving hand. Growing up with a single parent was tough on our family, and I cannot even imagine how it might feel like to grow up with none. Just envision how it must feel to be transferred from home to home, having to fight for food, warmth, safety, security, and to fight for a place to call home. 5 years ago, I visited my first orphanage, and when I walked in, the first thing that I was met with was a sense of loneliness. These children have nothing to call their own. There's a sense of abandonment. They have to share everything, from beds to blankets to food, toiletries. They simply have nothing to call their own, and they have lost a sense of their childhood. The worst part for them is living in the fear of abandonment every single day. Every time I visit, they grab onto my clothes, begging me to stay a little while longer. Their circumstances have stripped away their dignity and ultimately impacted their hope for a future where they belong. Time is the most valuable thing we have to offer. It is a lifetime we have to give, and it is a lifetime we cannot ever get back. And that concept always had me thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. And although we cannot plan out exactly what our destiny is, I knew I wanted to spend every single minute I have within this world doing something that matters. The investment we make in ourselves dies with us, but the impact we have on others will stay with them forever. I work as a full-time volunteer with organizations that focus on youth development, like Unchain Our Children, Arms of Mercy, the Smile Foundation, and My Desk Global, where we work alongside my own foundation called Never Too Young to Advocate to ensure children have a sense of safety and security in their lives, as well as someone to call a family. Together we raise funds, we host empowerment workshops, and we collect perishables such as food, toiletries, first aid supplies, and we have done this through a self-initiated donation drive called the Stalks of Hope Project. Our brand partners, legal workers, social workers, and volunteers help our organization become more hands-on in making sure there is no delay or effort wasted to save the life of a child from an unsafe environment. The goal is to do more than just to rescue them from immediate danger. We strive to set them up for a successful future by building classrooms and helping them complete their secondary level education in a secure and safe space. Through our bursary sponsors at IIE Rosebank College, a tertiary level education has become a possibility for everyone. I also work with My Desk Global, which is a portable learning desk made from recyclable plastics and built in South Africa to accommodate all terrains of the world. Our mission is to eventually aid each and every child who has lacked a secure space to study at with the opportunity for a comfortable education. Taking it a step further, I have recently launched my own children's book called Only a World Away, which speaks on my own journey of stepping into my purpose and sharing the light of unlimited possibilities and opportunities with others. The comprehensive activities teach children how to read and write while encouraging a positive outlook on oneself, linking to a positive attitude and increased learning efficiency. The beautiful thing about leading a life of purpose is that there is no disappointment, no judgment, and no failure when you do your best to lend a helping hand where you can. How do you know you are leading and living the life you were intended to live? For me, It is the feeling I get every single time I walk into the orphanage. The children run up to me, they give me hugs and tug on my clothes, telling me how much they have missed me. To which I reply, not as much as I have missed you. And throughout my experiences and projects I have been associated with, one thing I can confidently say is that the children at New Jerusalem's Children's Home has become more than just a social project to me. They have become my family. And the founder, Anna, who has become like a second mother to me, embodies what I strongly believe in. And that is the investment we make in our youth today is the freedom to believe in tomorrow's potential. I have always loved the saying that if a flower does not bloom, do we blame the flower? Or do we check the soil, the sunlight, and water the seeds regularly? A wise woman shared her story of an elderly woman lighting the candle and being the light of hope in someone else's life, despite every situation we may go through. That purpose that fuels us and the want to give back and serve a purpose greater than oneself is what fulfills our existence. The journey to finding my purpose started with a single step. I ventured onto this journey wanting to remind people that they belong, but instead, they reminded me that I belong through giving me the ultimate gift of purpose.